Well, hello, Math 7. We are here to our final lesson of Unit 9, selecting an appropriate display. So on this first page, 839, what we're talking about, we have here a histogram on the left and a circle graph on the right. Which display more easily shows the number of weeks the class collected 30 to 39 pounds? Right, it's pretty easy to see that 3. Over here, you can see that 30% went 30 to 39. But then you have to multiply that by 10 to get 3. So more work with the circle graph. Which would be easier to show the percent, right? Anytime you have percent, circle graphs are what we're talking about. Anytime you're looking for groupings, that's what histograms are all about. So if you go to the next page, 840, these are all the types of graphs that we've talked about or done in the past. Bar graph, we use that when we want to show number of items in specific categories. It could be numbers or like the color green, red, purple, whatever. Box plot is when we want to show variations, okay? And it's also good with lots of data because you just want to look at a summary of it, right? Where's the median? Where are the quartiles? You know, how spread apart is it? In the middle, in the end. That's the topic we just did. Circle graph, we're looking at parts to the whole, percentages. Double bar graph is similar to a regular bar graph, except for you have two sets of data. Histogram is when you want to do intervals or groups. So ages 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29. Just make sure with histograms that your spacing is even. All right, line graph, looking at one thing over time, right? Stock market is what you might think of. Hopefully your stocks are going up. And a line plot is very similar to a dot plot. Okay, so you have a number line, and then you have dots at the different times they occur. Okay, we use this when we're just looking for frequency. There's also tables and tally charts, which would be similar to a line plot. Okay, just showing frequency, how often they occur. So looking up here, select an appropriate display for the percent of students in each grade at a middle school. So looking for percents. All right, so percents tells me circle graph. Okay, so we're going to do some sort of circle graph or a pie chart to show percents. Okay. All right, next up, we have a table here listing the ticket prices for musicals during recent school years. Select an appropriate display to predict the price of the ticket in 2013. So I'm having one thing over time, trying to predict what's happening in the future. This speaks to me and screams line graph. We're looking at one thing over time, and it's increasing, so that helps us to see that 2013, it's probably going to go up another 50 cents, according to this chart. Looks like every year it's gone up 50 cents. All right, let's do a couple more here. The number of people who have different kinds of pets. So maybe a bar graph, because you have your different pets. Okay. The percent of different ways electricity is generated. Once again, circle graph. You're thinking that percent. Thinking circle graph. Price of sandwiches at a restaurant. A bunch of different prices. Okay. Select an appropriate display to determine how many sandwiches range from $3 to $3.99. Okay, so here you might want to do a histogram by dollars. $1 to $1.99, $2 to $2.99, $3 to $3.99, and then make a little histogram. Okay. A survey asked teens, okay, what's most difficult? English, social studies, science, and other. Okay, here's probably a bar graph. You have 4 different clear categories, and there you have it. Any questions? See me. Always go back to that list to see, well, what do I want to try and accomplish? Is this a bar graph, a histogram, a box plot, dot plot? Do whatever it takes to dominate this lesson. Talk to you soon.